Well, the products that you mentioned, and which are indeed important in Argentina and South America, less at the present stage in Europe, I would say. You mentioned basically the microbial ones, the microbial biostimulants. Sometimes we call them biofertilizers. It's difficult to explain exactly the overlap between the two words. But what's important and what is new also is that we can manage those microorganisms which associate to the plant, either by inoculants that we apply to the plant or by modifying also the interaction between native microbiota and the plant. We realize that plants are really associated with so many bacteria and fungi, and that it is so important for their functioning, for their physiology. And as I mentioned, what we aim at doing with biostimulants is to modify the physiology of the plant. So recruiting microorganisms for achieving that is certainly a very important approach, but very complex because we're dealing with microbial ecology, interaction between microbes and plants in complex environment. It's a challenge, but it's very important. I think we have to really realize that plants are ecosystems associated with bacteria and fungi. Basically, soil degradation covers problems of nutrient recycling. This is the two ideas are really connected. And if you think about nutrient recycling, microbes are always there. You cannot think about improving recycling of nutrients without thinking about the function of microorganisms which are there. So this is something that you need to improve, to understand. And they have very diverse roles, not only in the chemical transformations within the soil, but also in the physical characteristics of the soil, important for water retention, etc. So it's a complex world, but we really need to understand what is the function of these microbes and how they can be recruited for improving indeed the quality of the soil and prevent the degradation of the soil. By showing that they can be efficient and that we know conditions for the efficiency, for the efficacy. The problem is that we have a strong variation in the effects, in the efficacy of the products, and we do not understand well why. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work. So we have really to work together with the farmer. We have to collect observation, to treat this observation, to treat this data, to interpret the data. We need more data, and that means more transparency also in, okay, let us share what we know as a company. This is what we know about our products, but there are things we do not know, and you have to be clear about what you do not know. Another difficulty with this product is that people, they think, okay, I will apply this biostimulant and I will have some increase in yield, and that's what is interesting for me. But many biostimulants, in fact, they will target specific aspects of the plant, rooting during early seedling establishment, or grain filling at later stage, or tolerance to stress at a certain phenological stage of the plant. So I think we need to be more accurate in what we expect from these products. We have to be clear about what we want to achieve. It's not only yield, that will be the consequence maybe, and hopefully. But what we will do is upstream of yield increase. It's working on drought tolerance, working on root architecture, on phenolic production in some fruits. We have to be clear about what we want to achieve.